Batman and Metal Men. Batman has battled every sort of sinister criminal in his long career. But now, he's confronted by a unique villain who concocts a new crime, hijacking a skyscraper. Ironically, it's Bruce Wayne's own building that's ripped off for ransom in The 50-Story Killer. Batman and Metal Men. A fresh spring breeze whips bright flags and budding trees as an enthusiastic crowd listens to brave and ringing words.
So I say to you, as Gotham's new mayor, that our beloved town begins this day a new era, a new golden age.
But Gotham still faces the same old problems: crime, corruption, injustice. Wonder what our new mayor wants to see Batman and me about after the ceremony. New ways, new heroes always look best, but the world's an old place, and crime and evil wear an ancient face. So what is cast out must sometimes be taken back, as the Batman and that unique band, the Metal Men, find to their dismay when together they are confronted by the astounding challenge of the 50-Story Killer. Part 1. Swan Song for a Top Cop. The swearing-in is over, and Gotham City begins the first business of its new golden age. Batman, I'm finished. The mayor just dumped me for a new police commissioner. Gave me this gold watch and the city's thanks. Said I was too old, that the fight against crime needed fresh blood. I can't believe it. I'm truly sorry, old friend. It's just politics. You're still the top cop in my book, and always will be. Poor Gordon. He really is getting too old. They did him a favor, retiring him before he becomes decrepit. Hope someone does the same for me when my time comes. Wait a minute. I hope I'm not going to be offered his job. Meet John Higgins, the new police commissioner. Gotham City owes you more than it can ever repay, but now we feel the time has come for you to retire too. Me? Retire? You must be joking. I'm not old like Gordon. I'm still in my prime. Sooner or later, your luck will run out and you'll catch a fatal bullet. Gotham City would never forgive itself if that happened. Better you quit at the height of your fame. But who can you get to replace me? Pardon my saying it, but Batman is unique. We found your replacement. Meet Gotham's new crime killer squad.
Greetings, Batman!
The Metal Men, my old comrades. Robots don't get old. Bullets can't hurt them, and their unique metallic powers certainly equal or surpass your flesh and blood ones. But they haven't my experience. I'm not known as the world's greatest detective for nothing. True, but what it took you a lifetime to acquire through 1,000 crimes and dangers, Gold here, their leader, got in minutes. Impossible. Wrong, Batman. Via computer, my responsometer has been programmed with every detail of your anti-crime career. every gimmick in your files, every technique you ever used. That plus instant input of all FBI, CIA, and Interpol methods make me a kind of super Batman. Exactly. So, you see, it really is time to hang up your cape and rest on your well-deserved laurels. Now, a stunned, masked manhunter hears his replacements send him into enforced retirement. Brilliant gold, rough and ready iron, a hot-headed Mercury. Sorry, old man. Tough bad guy, but good luck.
Humph, I'm sorry too, I suppose.
Loyal stolid lead, shy stuttering tin, lovely luminous platinum.
Sorry, friend.
Sorry, Batman.
Next to beloved Doc Magnus, you're my favorite dream man. We'll never forget you.
Like a zombie, Gotham's guardian walks for the last time down familiar steps. A human reject heading into the pages of history. For what seems hours, he wanders numbly, aimlessly, but then, as he turns into a quiet street, armored car, and popping from that manhole, a bozo with a bazooka. Washed up, am I? I'll stop this fast. But as the bizarre bandit fires his armor-piercing rocket, Iron intercepted the rocket. Gold? Being a very ductile metal, all I have to do is simply stretch to become the long arm of the law. Where'd you come from? All armored car routes are programmed into my responsometer, and I knew from FBI reports that the Bazooka Bandit had recently arrived in Gotham. So, I had a hunch he'd try doing his thing. Iron and I staked ourselves out, and you know the rest. Shall we return to headquarters? Some time later. Batman, this is a court order requiring you to cease and desist from playing Crime Buster ever again. I regret having to use it. You might have been killed or fouled up the capture. Go home, read your press clippings, and leave the guarding of Gotham to the metalmen. So, not long after. Hang it up, Alfred. Batman's made his last appearance. Mr. Wayne, sir, I could keep a stiff upper lip if only my heart were not breaking inside. Next day, a limousine pulls up before the towering Skyscraper headquarters of a far-flung business empire. A man enters, a man resuming his career as a private citizen. Hello, Ed. Did you get the Y in the building name fixed? Yes, sir. Mr. Wayne, a repair crew came early this morning. Tonight, all 5 letters will light up again. Soon, in the Skyscraper's plush penthouse office.
Something's wrong. He just sits and looks out the window. I wish he'd look at me once. So dreamy and rich.
Time passes. And then? Better do some work. Get my mind off bitter thoughts. Miss Walters, come in, please. Miss Walters? Why don't you answer? Puzzled, the head of Wayne Enterprises switches on the closed TV system that monitors the skyscraper's every inch. What in? A sinister silence and 2 slumped figures in the outer office, What mystery marks the end of Part 1? All shall be revealed in Part 2 next. Part 2, Tower of Hostages. Shocked and baffled, Bruce Wayne flips from channel to channel of the vast building's closed-circuit TV system to be greeted everywhere by the same astounding images. Everyone's collapsed or dead. Not dead yet, Wayne. But don't move, or you will be dead. Now, what in blazes? This building has been taken over, and all its occupants are now my hostages. Huh? Capture a whole skyscraper? It's crazy. Impossible, but already done. As you see, all your employees have been put instantly to sleep in special gas fed into the central air conditioning system. You, Wayne, were not affected by the gas because this penthouse has its own separate conditioner. This is incredible. You can't hold an entire skyscraper captive in the middle of a city. Oh, if you mean help from the outside, Wayne, it's already here. I myself notified Gotham's government of the takeover. Why? To impress on you that none of them can help. For I have warned that any rescue attempt will cause me to increase the gas flow to total pressure, and the hostages will go from unconsciousness to almost instant death. Meantime, the gas is filtering in at a rate which will bring death in 6 hours, unless you comply with my demands. Okay, get to the nitty-gritty. The nitty-gritty is you will ransom the building and its occupants for this sum. 27,400,000. You must be joking. That's a fortune. I'd prefer Batman paid it. He's the one who really owes me compensation. But he's a poor, retired reject. Therefore you, his rich friend, will have to substitute. If this weirdo only knew he's really demanding the money from Batman. Time's fleeting. The gas thickens. Start raising the ransom, Wayne. Hold it. Relax. They're just the window washers. Hit 'em. You murdering creep. That was necessary, Mr. Wayne. Since those window cleaners intended to wash us down with bullets, police infiltrators, no doubt. I must caution them against further folly. I warn you, one more attempt and the gas will be turned on full. Higgins, that was a clumsy idea. I never handled anything like this, Mr. Mayor. Nobody's ever faced a skyscraper jacking before. Meantime, Bruce Wayne phones an office in Gotham's financial district. Charles, I must have 27,400,000 by tonight. But Bruce, that's the total worth of Wayne Enterprises. I'll have to sell everything you own to raise it. You'll be wiped out. Left a pauper.
I've no choice, Charlie. Get that money by sundown.
You see, I did my homework and knew your exact worth, Wayne. Too bad you must pay for your friend Batman's sins. You will remain here, away from the gas, while we check out the building. Now, as the man who was once Gotham's guardian is left alone, and a great city awaits the outcome, I'm trapped in a nightmare. First, I'm forced to retire as Batman, and now, as Bruce Wayne, I'm victim of the most bizarre blackmail scheme ever, but I must play along, or hundreds of my loyal employees will die. Who is One Arm, really? Obviously someone who crossed swords with Batman, but when and how? At this moment, down on the street. This had better work, Commissioner Higgins. Don't worry, Mr. Mayor, it can't fail. And shortly, inside the fiery boiler that provides the captive building with hot water, a strange figure materializes.
Oh, it is hot in here,
Tina, the platinum doll of the Metalman.
but not hot enough to match my 1700 degrees centigrade melting point. There, the oil field lines shut down.
Deprived of fuel, the fire goes out, and soon. Good work, Tina. You made it cool for us with our lower melting points to infiltrate from the oil supply tanks under the streets.
I could have done as well. Mercury is always in melted form.
Maybe, you old hothead, but the point is, we're secretly inside. Now to reward Gotham's faith in its new crime killer squad. Now the unique robots begin a frantic search to find the source of the constantly infiltrating gas.
Gas tanks in this basement side room. Could be the stuff.
You muscle-bound clown, that's acetylene, probably used to repair things by the building's maintenance crew. And that noise might have tipped the blackmailers we're here.
Gee, sorry, Gold.
While silently insinuating herself through the vast network of electrical wires.
I've covered every hotline in the place as Gold ordered, and no sign of any gizmos to control gas flow.
And at the building's main air conditioner intake. No lead, you boob! Of course they didn't hide that gas supply here. It's too obvious. Elsewhere, the meekest of the metalmen also searches.
Nothing in the file cabinet. You can't get flatter or thinner than to me.
And on still another floor of the great structure.
I've squeezed my molecules through every liquid-carrying pipe and found nothing. Someone coming. Must hide.
A moment later, suddenly. And after the impetuous robot slithers safely away. Red water in the cooler? No way, boss. Only one explanation. The metalmen are inside the building. I'll fix that. Soon. No luck, but we must keep searching.
Attention, metalmen. I know you're in the building. Vacate immediately, or the hostages die.
Gold, can't we haul the hostages outside or smash the windows and let in fresh air? No time to collect them all. And at full pressure, the gas would keep the air out. Come on, we're beaten. For now.
You were warned. I am increasing the gas flow. The hostages now have only 2 hours to live.
Higgins, your robot policeman failed. We need older, wiser heads. Soon, an older, wiser, gray-haired head answers a desperate summons. Commissioner Gordon, we're licked. Do you have any suggestions? I sure have. Not long after, as dusk begins to fall over Gotham City, a despairing man looks out at a beloved skyline. Only another hour to go. The bat signal? it can only mean one thing. Gordon's back and he needs the Batman. The famed familiar signal drives despair from Bruce Wayne's heart. And soon, with the deadline nearing, I've got to try to find the gas source in case Charlie Morgan can't raise the ransom in time. Court order or not, Batman flies again. And you had better fly to part 3, as part 2 ends here. The 50-Story Killer, Part 3. What price won Batman? Now, through the silent skyscraper with its cargo of sleeping hostages, the masked manhunter flits, searching in a desperate quest. Got to keep clear of one arm and his murderers. Ugh. No! Almost inhumanly quick reflexes react. And got him. But that killer's got in the way, and he'll tell one arm that Batman's around. And one arm, whoever he is, hates Batman with a sick passion. Still, I must find that gas. But on the next floor above, Batman's got to be in this car. When it stops, gun him down. The next moment, as automatic doors slide open, it's empty. The escape hatch, you idiots! Good thing my bat sense warned me to exit from that elevator. Uh-oh, it's coming up after me. Up, zooms the car, threatening to crush the clamoring caped crusader. Top floor, and last stop for the Batman. Squeezed flatter than a pancake. What luck he showed up to make my revenge so complete. Yes, the late great Batman should have stayed retired. Now, let's see how his friend, Bruce Wayne, is doing raising the ransom. I'm losing patience. What about the money, Wayne? I'm just about to check on it. Whew, that was close. Just had time to use the secret passage between the elevator shaft and this office. You've got the ransom, Charlie? Great. It must be delivered via helicopter on the roof. In half an hour. Right. Goodbye. Good. How's it feel to be a pauper, Wayne? Thank your friend, Batman. Except he's dead. Now about your part of the deal, the location of the gas supply? Once we are safely away with the money, I shall notify the police. Let's go. Soon, as the sun sets beyond Gotham. My God, piloting the copter. It's Gordon. I'm from the bank. The money's all here, in large bills. Good. Now you'll fly us out of here, old-timer. What's Gordon up to? Wait a minute. You're no bank messenger. It's Gordon. Gun him. A quick burst and... You rotten killer. You double-crossed us, Wayne. Tried to pull some kind of trick. Our deal is off. You won't be told where the gas is located, but I'm letting you stay alive so you can have the deaths of your loyal employees on your conscience for as long as you live. Tie 'em. A few minutes later. Farewell, Wayne. You are a fitting topping to what will soon be a tower of death. And as the copter whirls away, can't break free, and even if I could, what good would it do? I haven't a clue to the gas supply location, and it's only minutes to the deadline now. Then, as the skyscraper's lights automatically go on with the coming of night. This letter, it's not lighting, but the repair crew was here this morning. That's it. It's not too late. Somebody, help me. But no one can hear the anguished cry 50 stories above the street. Got one leg free if I can just smash the neon tubing on the next letter. At this moment, down below, the deadline's almost here. Batman and Gordon must have failed too.
Look, the other letter just conked out. Something's happening up there.
But we've no ladder that'll reach there. Metal men, form up. And in seconds, a human chain forms a unique hook and ladder. Tin?
Greetings. I'll have you free in a jiffy.
After humble hands formed into tin snips have cut the bonds. Iron, smash that letter. Hurry.
I think you've flipped, Mr. Wayne, but here goes.
Commissioner Gordon's still alive, but we must get him down to medical help.
Humph. What happened to Wayne?
Seconds later, from a secret hangar in the silent skyscraper's penthouse. Come on, old whirly bat. We've got a blackmailer to catch. Soon, as the helicopter nears the limits of Gotham City. Few more minutes, we'll land, pick up the car, and lose ourselves in the heavy traffic. Suddenly, Batman? But he's dead? He's trying to make us crash.
Batman, I'll tell you where the gas is if you stop.
He keeps coming at us, like he doesn't care. I can't get a beat on him. Like a wasp worrying a hawk, the whirly bat forces the copter lower, until... It is later, and in a certain penthouse office. Yes, when I was tied up on the roof, I noticed the wise neon tubing carried gas, though the letter was unlit. Obviously, the repair crew, really one-arms boys, had substituted the death gas for the neon. Then ran a secret connecting hose to the skyscraper's air conditioning system. Smashing the letter stopped the gas just in time. Batman captured one arm, who turned out to be a criminal Batman once caught. His wild scheme was to get compensation for losing his arm in a prison workshop accident. Well, as compensation, Gotham City's reinstating Batman and Commissioner Gordon. Yes, they're still the top crime killers.
Right on.